Welcome back, everybody. The History Guy here, and we are ready to continue on with episode 7 in my first time playing through the British campaign, which is new just in the last couple of weeks here on Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail. If you did not see the first 6 episodes, there's a link in the description below. And just a reminder, a request really, if you would drop a like, if you'd leave a comment and watch all the way to the end. Those are all very helpful things in supporting this channel, and by supporting this channel, you are supporting the creation of more content. So very much appreciate that ahead of time. Let's take a look at where things stand now, because we need to clean up. We've got a lot of ships here, a lot of things that need to be done. We can send this one to the Admiralty. That's honestly the only thing we can do with that one. I never intended Bodie McBoatface to be a permanent name. It was something that a bunch of you requested, so I thought I would do it, but we're now going to change this to something a little more exciting. We're going to call it, that is not how that is spelled, HMS Surprise. If you've ever seen the fantastic film Master and Commander, Far Side of the World with Russell Crowe, one of the best movies ever made from this era, definitely worth watching. So we need a new captain on Murderous Henry. We're just going to always go with whoever the best available is in those situations. So we've got that now. We need to get their crew back up at least to optimal for now. If we can do more, we will. Defiance, same thing. It looks like we're in pretty good shape there. Surprise needs a captain. So let's get a captain on board that one. Let's get them back up to at least to the optimal. We've got another trophy here to 6th rate Cerberus class. Now, I don't necessarily see a lot of benefit to keeping it right now, but I think as we get further down the road that may come in handy. But I think for now we're going to sit on that and not do anything. This 7th rate brig, I'm not sure benefits me in any great way. I'm not sure that I can sell it, but that may be an option for me there. Senora de la Soledad doesn't seem worth keeping. We're only going to get 1 point for it, but we're going to go ahead and send that one to the Admiralty. We've got the 2 troop ships. I want to get a third because this next battle, as you'll see in a minute here, we can take 3 troop ships, and I feel like I'm going to need all of them to be able to do this. So here's the HMS Derby. It's a 7th rate brig, and it's a troop ship. So we're going to go ahead and buy that for 9,000. And now we've got, well, I've got to remember to do this. Let's go ahead and get a reward up again. Now we've got to outfit these ships. I'm also going to rename the Muscovy. I think we'll just go and name this one name it the George III after our current king. We've got the Derby here, Derby. I think it's pronounced Derby in England. Correct me if I'm wrong there, UK friends. That one's fine. We'll keep that name. That's a British name. We're going to change this one here to... we got to repair it first. Okay. Another place name. We'll go with that. All right, we need captain. Now we've got to build these troops back up, and we also need to make sure that we've got troops available for the third one. So I'm going to start with 150 for each of these units and just see where that puts me. Let's get some folks with muskets here, or with bayonets. All right, so that's 150 there, 150 there, 150 here. Did I see right that one of these guys was... Oh, we can actually name our people too. All right, that's kind of cool. Okay, new Patreon reward. We're gonna add this one at the $5 a month level. If you are a patron, and I will go update that before I upload this video, so it should be available now. If you want to have your name in the game, give me what name you want. It doesn't have to be your name, but if that's what you want it to be, that's fine. I will send out a message to all of the folks at the $5 a month level. You can click on the link in the description below if you want to do that. You will get the right to have a name of one of these commanders. If you want to change their name to whatever you want that's family friendly, we will do that. $10 and up a month, you get to name a ship. So there's that. I'm always trying to look for new ideas for that, so we'll do that. And now we need to go ahead and create some new units. We could go with skirmishers on the Derby. But I think for now, let's see what we've got. We've got a bunch of these available. These are not the best weapons, but beggars can't be choosers right now. So we'll go ahead and equip those Fusiliers, because you can see we're starting to get low on finances. So we've got to be careful of that. And let's switch these guys out. Now, I don't have a lot of money left, so I've got to see what else I may need. I think all my ships now have full crews. They do. Oh, nope, we still need one. Need the Devonshire and the Derby need crews. Boy, okay. So we've got to go to the minimum. That's not going to cost too much. I think we can go up to optimal here. Oh, and we need a captain. What's wrong with the captain I've got? Or am I looking at George? I was looking at George III, that's why. This guy here, that's our problem. We don't have a crew at all on this one. Okay, we're good there. We still need a captain on the Devonshire. I'm not sure why we don't already. Maybe he wasn't high enough rank. I think we're good. We've got the 6 ships that we're going to take into action for this one. So let's go ahead and head on over to the battle itself. All right, so what I've chosen to do here is I've actually gone in and I sold one of my smaller ships, and now I'm gonna use I put as many men as I possibly could onto my 2 sea battle vessels here. Then we're just gonna get our troop ships ready to go. And we've got to use these 2 ships to try and knock out several smaller vessels before the troop ships arrive. So basically, this is going to be a long battle. There's several parts to it. Part number 1 is pull his navy away from the mouth of the river, destroy them as best I can, or at least keep them occupied and away from the mouth of the river. Part 2 is to sail the troop ships past these shore batteries up the river and take this town that's all the way in here. So we've got to land the troops down here right outside the town. So it's going to be a long one. I would expect this will be an hour or longer. So depending on how long the sea battle part takes, we may turn this into 2 episodes, but we'll see. So the most important part here is to keep my 500 or so sailors alive while I take out these ships. Now, I don't think it's going to be a problem to take out these smaller ones. I can probably sink them pretty quickly. The problem is if they all choose to load up their men onto the big one. That's what I want to avoid. So part of me wants to take out the big guy first. But what I've noticed is I kind of went through and played through this mission a little bit earlier. I didn't play through the whole thing. I just wanted to get a sense of the naval combat part of it and kind of get my bearings a little bit. And what I've noticed is that my guns are having a hard time penetrating his hull on this big one. So it makes more sense for me to try and take out his sails and do damage that way. So it's primarily the way I'm going to go with this. I'm going to slow way down so we can wait for his ships to come in. I want to get a little tighter here so that we can really put a shellacking on these smaller ones as they'll get up and caught up to me first before the big guy can get there. Okay, here we go. Alright, with this smaller one, I think we can probably go for the hull. Nice. Alright, we're going to do the same here. Just try to get Stay close together as best I can. Alright, let's be careful here we don't shoot each other. Seems like we did okay with that. Just lit up the Marte pretty good. Alright, let's go canister, because I want to try and kill the sailors rather than let them escape and get on another ship. What is Marte doing? It just sank. Oh, that was beautiful. And it sank with everybody on board. That could not have been more perfect. It just tipped right over and took all hands with it. Best case scenario right there. Now we're going to try to finish off Phoenix. No sign of the troop ships so far. Alright, let's real quickly flip around here. Alright, one of those troop ships in the mouth of the river just sank as well, so all those guys will go over to the other one. now you can put the sails back up. We might get Fennec sunk, but then he's going to be in the perfect position to offload his troops onto the other ship. Oh, that one's going over too. Go over. Go over. Go over and take them all with you. Come on. There it goes. There it goes. Bye-bye. And that goes all his crew too. Beautiful. Must be something about the wind. I don't fully understand all of that yet, but I'm going with it. I guess if you take out enough of his hull on one side and he tips over. With the wind blowing that way. Perfect. Hit him. Got to take out those sails. Everything bounces off his hull. All right, we're starting to see the troop ships arriving. That's fine. So I'm going to get Surprise to come in behind Murderous Henry now. The best part about this is that we sank both of those ships with a complete loss of life, which is not something I expected to have happen. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy's sails out of commission. Alright, fire. Come on, baby. Yeah, it didn't do much. Try to aim a little lower. See if that makes a difference. You can see all the spots where my shots just bounced off of him. Alright, Surprise, get up there. I gotta turn. See if we can do something with canister fire across his stern. Not too much. Oh boy. Big mistake. Alright, we just gotta keep one eye on those troop ships as they're making their way in. Other ships way out there. It's fine, as long as we're keeping them away from the troop ships. That's all that really matters here. That and staying alive. No, put your sails down for now. There we go. Just not causing any damage to this guy. Gonna have to go after the sails. Oh, look at you coming back. No, we're not quite in range for that. Alright, he's got me by 13 men. I'm starting to think that the only way I'm going to take this guy out is to board him. I just can't seem to cause enough damage no matter how many guns I've got on him. So I'm going to bring Surprise up on one side and just try to start raking them with canister fire. And then I'll bring Murderous Henry in for the landing because they've got the troops with the bayonets. Maybe we can get Surprise up on this rear a little bit and cause some damage that way. Troop ships are starting to get in close now. Surprise is losing some of her sails. Alright, can we finish this guy off, please? We're going to close in on both sides. We're going to have to use canister. Here come the troop ships. So right now he's got 23 more men than Murderous Henry. That's what's got to change. I've got to lower his force down. Alright, we're getting what we want here. We want to be up close. I just can't do anything to his hull. He's doing plenty to my hull, though. Canister's just not doing anything. Not yet, anyway. Gotta poke some holes in him first, I guess, and I don't seem to be able to do that. Where's our troop ships? Alright, they're right up there. Can I get by this guy, or do I gotta take him out too? I feel like I've gotta take him out too. Oh, murderous. Oh, there we go. We just nailed his sails. Big time. That helps. If my hull will stand much more, I don't know. He's gone. San Antonio sunk, but his crew's alive. So now time's of the essence with these other ones. I've tried canister fire on these guys. It doesn't seem to do a lot. It seems like it works better if you actually just sink their boats. But for now, we've got to take this thing out. I got to turn my other side to him because I'm taking too much damage on that side. Let's try canister now. I don't know where they're going. Troop ships are just going to sit tight until we can come in and help out. They're going for that other troop ship, or for that other ship. Alright, I'm tired of you. My ship's not going to last, so I've got to try and do something here. Alright, I think we're probably going to have to go in past these guys. Well, you know what? Maybe we can bring the troop ships up and we can shoot at these guys. We're going to try it. Oh, no. We're getting a warning about leaving the battlefield. I need to turn around anyway if I want to board this guy. In the meantime, let's see if this works. Alright, we got 200 or so, almost 300 men on board this thing. Can we pull out our guns? Do a little damage with them? See if this works. I don't think it's going to work. No, we still got to pay attention to what's going on up here. Board him. Surprise doesn't have the bayonets that the other ones do, but I don't know that that's going to matter a whole lot with this big of an advantage in men. I'm hoping it won't. We'll find out soon enough. He's got about a 70-man advantage. Here we go. Yeah, he's quickly losing that advantage. It's already down to 50. Ah, bad news. That's not going to go well. Surprise is not the ship I wanted to do that with. Thankfully, he's losing enough men, I don't think it's going to matter. Yeah, the advantage is down to 42. Down to 34. Well, worst case scenario, I lose this, but then I just board him with the other ship. I'm just losing a lot of men to do this, but I gained 70,000 from this, so it doesn't seem like we're doing anything to these guys. So unfortunately, they're going to all end up on this ship over here, and that is not what I want. Alright, we took it. That's the good news. Obviously, the bad news is that I lost a lot of men doing it. And I lost an officer as well. So now what we've got to do is we've got to get Murderous Henry down there to deal with that troop ship. But unfortunately, now that troop ship's going to have sailors on it. The fortunate thing is that it's already damaged. I just need to sink it. We're just going to keep these guys back here. We've got to go downwind is the problem, so it's going to take a while to get there. We'll go this way, try to get a little more favorable wind. Did we sink one of the boats, or did he just kind of go past me? I think we did sink it. Too bad we didn't sink that first one. Let's see what happens here. Yep, we did. We just had to shoot it enough, I guess. Too bad we didn't catch the first one. Alright, we're going to kill the sails. We're going to sit tight out here until Murderous Henry catches up. When Henry catches up, we'll go in and deal with that ship and clear a path down the middle without having to deal with those shore batteries as much. Okay, here we go. So what I want to do is I want to come in. I'll probably get one volley on him, and then we're going to swing around because I've got a little more protection on my left side than I do on my right. Obviously, we're going into the wind, so this is all taking a long time. And then I'll slow it down once we get close. Okay. Just got to be careful of this shore battery. So really what I want to do is once I get into a good position, I'm just going to pretty much kill the sails. And sit tight as best I can and try to sink this thing. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't expect it to shoot at me, being a troop ship. But these are things I'm still learning about the game, so... Oh, that's why we had such poor range. I wondered about that. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Not doing a lot of damage, unfortunately. Let's aim up at the top. See what happens. Is anything happening to this guy at all? I don't think I can damage him, can I? This thing just meant to be annoying and in the way, I guess. Alright. I guess that's the case. So we're just going to have to do our best to go right down the middle here. We've got another ship right in the way. So I don't know how this is all going to play out. But we've got these shore batteries on either side. But it doesn't appear I can do anything to this guy. So, in theory then, he shouldn't be able to do anything to me either. But we'll see how that all plays out. It's going to take a while with the wind as it is. That doesn't appear to help. So we'll go this way to get a little better wind, and then we'll turn at the last minute. Yeah, it's not doing a darn thing to him. It's kind of a waste to even be shooting at him. Alright, here we go. Gonna very carefully try to navigate this. With the Derby in the lead, followed by Devonshire, and then George III in the rear. Ah, this wind is brutal. It's probably why those other ships got blown over, because of how strong this wind is. It's blowing due north. Let's see if these guys fire on me when I get up close to them. I would guess they will. Hopefully they don't do too much. Ugh. So slow. And this is on the fastest speed. Could you imagine how slow this would be going otherwise? Oh yeah, here they come. And now the ship's turning, and they're killing a ton of my men. What in the world? And I couldn't kill any of his. He's killed... Oh my gosh. That is not right at all. He killed 70 of my men going past. Now I'm killing some of his men. What do I just got to canister this guy? Is that what we're supposed to do? No. What in the world? I'm better off to go past the shore batteries. I lost 90 men doing that. The shore batteries won't be nearly as effective. Oh, that was stupid. That was an incredibly needless loss of life. Look at that. I'm just pouring it into him and nothing is happening. Yeah, these shore batteries can't do nearly as much. Well, for those of you who have the game and haven't played the mission yet, now you know. So hopefully you don't make the same terrible mistake I just did. So let's get Murderous Henry out of here before they lose any more men. Go by the shore batteries. They don't do nearly the damage at all. Sorry guys on the Derby. You got lit up for no reason. So we'll bring these guys back out here. I wonder if I give them orders of where to go, if they'll navigate on their own or if they're just going to go right into the shore. And it looks like they're navigating pretty good. No. I thought if I gave AI orders that he would do it himself. But no, he wanted to turn around. Oh, AI. You are so worthless. And now I'm in a position where I can't do anything. Let's get turned back around. Where's Murderous Henry? Alright. Sit tight. Oh, what a mess. What an absolute nightmare. Please tell me I don't have my ship stuck now. There we go. We just got to adjust the sails. Alright. Alright, so this is as far up as it's going to let me go. So what we need to do now is we need to disembark our troops. Get them to start going up the river the rest of the way. Apparently John Chamberlain thinks the best way to do that is to go around the back of the ship. Oh, boy. Same with Philippe. Jeez. No, don't go that way. What are you guys doing? Alright, so we've got some pathfinding issues to deal with. My goodness. Well, let me get this all sorted out, and when we get up there where we need to be, we'll come back. Okay, here we go. After some frustrating micromanagement, we have just about arrived at our destination. These guys are still wanting to go the wrong way. So we'll wait for these last two. I want to keep everybody close. I have no idea what to expect when we get up here. Okay. Let's slow it down and let's land. All right, boys, let's spread out. See what we're up against. Hopefully it's not a massive army. Now what I need to see are who has bayonets and who may not. I think everybody should have, except for Pelu over here on the end. Pelu's the only one I got to worry about in melee combat. Here we go. Finally spotting some enemy. It's going to get a little tricky here coming into town. Love seeing these old Georgian buildings. I'm going to keep Coiny on the lookout over there, because I have no idea what I might be facing. Ah, there we go. Ooh, we got some dead British right here where he took that volley. Send Hansen in. He's got some good melee skill. Pelu, don't fire. Unless you're going to fire at him, you can do that. Perfect. Let's shift Pelu over this way. Alright, so we can see he's pretty well just garrisoning in the town. Let's see how we do shooting it out. Not sure why they're showing us having 277 kills, but I'm not complaining. He's got a 35-minute advantage on these guys. Alright, I think everybody's in the town, so we're going to swing around here. He doesn't have any artillery. We're getting in. Oh yeah, we got into his rear. Perfect. I know, guys. There's always one of you thinking, something when I say that. The rear of his army. The rear of his force. Alright, this part's going a lot smoother than the naval part, as I expect it would. I would love for them to build a game that's focused on land combat in the American Revolution or Napoleonic era based on this engine, the Ultimate Civil War engine, but with kind of this level of graphics. These graphics are they're a lot better than Ultimate General Civil War, so I would love to see that. That would be a lot of fun to play. And you could do it, it would be probably a lot easier with the American Revolution because of the numbers of troops involved. You don't have these massive armies in most of the battles. There were a few bigger battles, but for the most part, a lot of the most well-known battles of the Revolution were fought between, 4,000 or 5,000 men on each side at most. Napoleonic era, obviously a completely different animal. We've got the town. We've got 7 minutes until it's no longer contested. I'm curious to see what happens next, if that's the end of this thing or if I'm going to have to defend against a counterattack. So we're going to fast forward to that before we do anything else. We're going to rout his surrendered troops and let's see if that's it. Is that the end of the battle? No, there's more. Of course there's more. The Spaniards have hidden their gold. That's right, we don't have the gold yet. A prisoner revealed that's being held at a nearby chapel guarded by a small force of loyal regulars. We have to attack the chapel immediately before the Spanish reinforcements arrive. Of course there's reinforcements. Well, first we've got to deal with these guys. We can't go after the chapel until... Oh, don't send... If they send the surrendered troops that way, they're going to reconstitute. Oh, well, too late. Oh, look, they're back. Now we get to kill them again. Alright, so let's go ahead and send these guys that way to go find the gold. We can even send Chamberlain. We don't need any more than what we've got here. I think these 3 units will be more than enough to handle him. Let me get up a little closer here. Let me get Hansen on the other side. Pellew can't get into any major melee combat. Okay, so 138 to... looks like they're doing their job, shooting it out. What are you waiting on here, Chamberlain? Get moving. Get going that way. Oh, they're just trying to navigate the town. How's your rear flanked? Who are they getting flanked by? Is there another unit back here? I don't see one. I don't like being out in the open like this. Alright. Chamberlain's getting stuck in the town anyway. Let's bring him out this way. Alright, here we go. Hello. So this is his small force of regulars guarding the gold. And we need to move up into cover. Let's go deal with these guys. Before we get flanked too much. Over here, Chamberlain, come on. I don't mind sending Pellew in to help out with melee combat if he's got assistance first. Okay. These guys don't have a commander, that's why they're called the HMS Derby troops. Oh, not back there. Over here. Okay. All right, we're doing our jobs here. Get into cover. There's no timer, so I think we're okay until we capture the chapel. I'm going to shift these guys over so that they can get into this cover. Boom. Nice. Okay. We routed one of these units, and I think we can probably just go in and deal with the other one now. Secured the chapel. Let's take out these men. We've pretty well driven these guys off. It looks like they might be. Oh, the Marines surrendered. Good. Can we have better luck with routing that unit than we did with the last one? Chapel's going to be contested for 8 minutes. The only thing I'm nervous about is where his reinforcements are going to show up. If I'm kind of split like I am. We've got Pelu heading that way. I don't know where Chavez is going. He's going to end up being re-surrendered too. Okay. Let's speed this up. Spanish reinforcements have arrived. Let's not speed it up. Where are they coming from? Over here. Good. I sent Pelu over here. How many reinforcements did he get is the question. There's no kind of scouting on this for a perk like you have on Ultimate General Civil War where you can find out how many men he's got. That's not a possibility here. I'm going to drop back to the town with these guys. Let's bring Pelu up. Oh, artillery. Okay. He's got artillery over here. Let's push these guys back. Alright, something's happening. More Spanish troops are approaching and soon we'll be trapped. Our escape route along the river will be cut off by now, so we need to retreat to the northern woods. Okay. Then what? Secure this escape route. We need to go up through that path. We can use it to escape to an unguarded part of the coast and signal our fleet to pick us up. Okay. So we need to drop out. Do we have the gold? I don't think that's anything I actually have to physically secure, I guess. Oh, there's the gold right there. Okay. In the meantime, let's pause for a second because I want to see where this is going to take me. Am I going to come all the way around here and end up... No, that won't work. I guess we're just going to have to wait and find out. But at the very least, I think we can probably safely say that the fleet's not going to be picking me up where they drop me off. So we're going to have to sneak them back out. Ah, complicated. I'm trusting you, AI. Don't screw it up. Famous last words. Hold him off, Pelu. Oh boy. Alright, let's drop out of here. We're getting flanked. Run, boys, run. Just gotta watch condition here. It's actually not going down very fast. These guys have quite a bit of run in them. I'm impressed. Alright, we get the gold across. We get our troops across. Look at these guys. Still 82% cover. I don't know what the British is doing, what the British are doing in training, but it works. These guys are like band of brothers, man. They're like up and down that mountain, Currahee. 3 miles up, 3 miles down, no problem. Alright, Coiny, your turn. Run away. See what my ships are doing. They're starting to get turned around. That's not the part that concerns me. It's the part of what happens after that. Alright, I think we can take a break from the running now. At least these guys. We shattered that militia. We get the gold across. And then we see what happens next. I think we're going to have to probably build a line of defense here. Get the gold across. Go, go, go. No? Yes? Okay, there we go. Still got 11 minutes on this. No, not Coiny. I want Hansen up there. We should have fired on this guy when he was crossing. Here he comes. No, stay facing that way. Woo, big force coming this way. Oh, look at this. He's getting out on my flank. I'll take those odds. Bye-bye. Spanish reinforcements have arrived. Oh, he doesn't have enough of those, does he? I don't know what these guys are doing here, but now what happens is the question. Hey, that's it. That's victory. All right, so all we had to do was get to the escape point. So I will take that. That was complicated. It was difficult, but I like it. I feel like that's the first time where I wasn't awful at sea. I could have certainly done much better. I know that. But I feel like I'm starting to just get a hint of a sense of how to do this. And, of course, on land, I always feel comfortable. So there you have it. We earned a ton of money for that mission. So I'm excited about that. In town, our sailors discovered a very beautiful picture painted by a young Spanish painter, Francisco Goya. According to the previous owner, this man will pay to get his picture back, and we can sell it back to him, or we can make a little gift to our Admiral. He loves modern art. I guess the prestige comes. Wow, we got a lot of prestige from that last mission, too. Make it a gift for the Admiral. So there we have our prestige, our gold. That was a really nice mission for us. 33 prestige. So now we're into August. I don't see any missions, at least not down here right now. We're going to end a chapter. Okay, so let's see what's happening. Second wave, we were brilliant in battle, did all we needed. Excellent. Of course, Crossfire was part of that as well. Snakes and Powder was part of that. You can see what we did with everything. Dinner for the Admiral. We lost prestige. Should we head back to the fleet? Okay. Serious deal. So we gained 3 prestige. This was the one where we sent, they took heavy damage, the Astarte, but they did pretty well for themselves. Okay, cool. And the gift gave us 6 more prestige. So we are ready to end this chapter. I don't know if we want to spend the career point or we want to wait. So let's see what happens when we end the chapter. Oh, here we go. Time to head to the Americans. War in North America. From Tuesday, February 20th, 1781. We defeated Holland. The war is still going on. But after the Battle of Dogger Bank, they just sitting in their own ports. My offer stands. I will help with the wording on the English words for these guys. In the rebel colonies, our army under the command of Charles Cornwallis suffered a series of defeats and capitulated near Yorktown. Oh, so we're not going to actually get to fight there. Being surrounded on the ground and blocked from the sea by the French squadron de Grasse. Gibraltar is still under siege, but is holding on. And the rebellions caused by exorbitant taxes are breaking out in the Spanish colonies, but in general, things are bad. So we're in February 1781 now. We are up here in North America. Looks like we get to see Savannah. We've got Charleston up here. This is all going to be for next time, though. For now, we're going to wrap it up right there. There's a lot to come. New technology. We're definitely going to go ahead and research that. Let's see what's available to us as far as new ships. Nothing too great that we don't already have. So we'll get refit next time. But for now, let me know your thoughts about all of that. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel, for your continued support. It's greatly appreciated. Every comment, every like, every view makes a difference. We'll see you again tomorrow with another episode. Thanks for watching.